Today we're going to dig in and do a complete overview of the Icon of the Seas. Just a quick caveat, this is not a ship tour. We'll be doing a full ship tour at the end of our cruise, which we are on right now. Before I go on a cruise, what I like to do is do a ton of research so that I know what all the different things are on the ship, so that I can be ready when I go on to see all the amazing things. So I try to pass that information on to you. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, John here from Byte Size Cruises. Like I said, today we're talking all about Icon of the Seas. We want you to be completely prepared when you get on board for all of the dining, all of the entertainment, all of the fun little nooks and crannies of the ship. So today we're just going to do a high-level overview so you're aware of everything as you walk on board and experience the majesty of Icon. So let's start off with some quick facts about the ship. Icon was built and launched in 2024. Obviously, it was built all in the 18 months prior to that. It launched in January of 2024, so we're a little over a year old here. They have a chief dog officer on board, allegedly. Their name is Rover. Rover wanders around with its handler and brings joy to everyone. We've seen Rover once, and otherwise it has been mysteriously not around. So we shall see if we see Rover tomorrow at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Next up, there are 2,805 guest rooms. At double occupancy, this ship holds 5,610 people. At full occupancy, it's way over 6,800 guests. So that means, generally speaking, if there were 2 people in each room, the ship would hold 5,610 people. If they packed 3 or 4 people into all of those rooms, we would be somewhere close to 7,000. And then with the 2,500 crew members on board, we are at a grand total of very close to 10,000 total occupants on board of the ship. There are 276 ocean view rooms, 1,405 balconies, and 179 suites on board the ship here. The suites are gigantic, so check them out, take a look at them. There is an ultimate family suite here that goes for over $100,000 a week. So if you are looking to book that suite, please call us. We're a travel agency. We're just trying to give you the best information possible about cruising so you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. Let's get into the rest of the ship here. Let's talk about dining first. You don't need to spend an additional $1 if you are already spending a ton of money to come on board Icon, which cruise fares are very expensive right now. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, you can certainly do that in the food department. Today, right now, we're going to talk about the things that are included in your cruise fare, which means you don't have to pay a penny extra. So when you get on board, of course, the 2 main options are going to be the Windjammer Marketplace, which is your buffet on board. That is located on deck 15 aft at the back of the ship. And they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner there, as well as the main dining rooms. There are main dining rooms on deck 3, 4, and 5. In various days, they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every day you can get breakfast in the dining room. Every day you can get dinner in the dining room. On sea days, they have lunch and brunch in the dining rooms as well. And depending on what time your dinner service is, you will be located on a specific deck. So if you are on deck 3 for dinner, it means that you have my time dining. If you are on decks 4 or 5, it means you have an assigned dining time for your dinner, which means you basically go to the same table every night and you'll have the same servers, the same people sitting at your table. So if you like that consistency, that is the right choice for you. Otherwise, let's talk about some of the other included options. If you are staying in a suite, the Coastal Kitchen is included for you as well. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is your main dining room there, so that you don't have to go to the main dining room. Also, if you are in a suite, you have access to the Grove, which is located on the suite deck, which is kind of like your grab-and-go buffet option for you, so that you don't have to go to the Windjammer as well. Next up is the Aquadome Market, located on 15 forward, all the way to the front of the ship. There are several options in there. They are what I would consider like little food truck options. So there are little stops within the Aquadome Marketplace there. You have a crepe restaurant, you have a Mediterranean restaurant, a Asian fusion restaurant where you can get like Korean beef, chicken, teriyaki, some spring rolls, those type of things. There is a ginger restaurant where you can get different types of sandwiches and the sort, and a mac and cheese stop there as well. Those are all included in your cruise fare. That is open breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well. That is open kind of more than anything else for the most part. Next up, let's talk about the Pearl Cafe. If you've ever been on a Royal Caribbean ship before that had a promenade, this was called the Promenade Cafe. So tons of grab and go options. This is now located on deck 6 midship, right where the Pearl is. And at the Pearl Cafe, you pretty much have 24-hour juices, coffee, teas, those type of things. And then there are grab and go items from very early in the morning, around 4 or 5 o'clock a.m., all the way till midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. You can grab some sandwiches, some fruits, some crudités, danishes, cookies, yogurts, the whole 9 yards there. So that is an option for you if you just want quick grab and go food. Next up, let's talk about Base Camp. Base Camp located on deck 15 towards the back of the ship. That is going to be right where all the thrills are going on Thrill Island. So if you are going up to Thrill Island and you or your kids want to hang out at the water slides all day, or the mini golf course, or the flow rider, or the sports court, this is a perfect little stop for you. You can go there, you can regroup, you can grab some lunch and some dinner. You're gonna have your chicken tenders there, hot dogs, hamburgers, pretzel bites, nachos, some fun things for you to enjoy. As we said, there are a ton of these included food options, so don't feel pressured to go to any place where you have to spend additional money. And there are still a few more left. Next up, Royal Caribbean favorite, Sorrento's Pizza. Located on deck 5 in the Promenade, you can get pizza pretty much all day, all night. It's open from about 10:30 in the morning until about 2 or 3 in the morning. And they are making pizzas all day, all night there. Next up, Surfside Eatery. The Surfside is one of the neighborhoods that is a family neighborhood. So that's going to be where you're going to see all of your kids, your little kid pool, the Adventure Ocean, which is your kind of daycare and hangout spot for kids during the day and in the evening. So the Surfside Eatery is a complimentary little casual buffet for families there at the back of the ship, located on deck 7. Also there is, right next to it is going to be Surfside Bites. Surfside Bites serving little snacks all day, and that's going to be like cinnamon churros, hot dogs, hamburgers, nachos, same things you're going to find inside, but this is just out at a quick to-go window where you can grab things and then get the heck out of there. And then next up, you have El Loco Fresh. This is fresh Mexican food served for lunch and dinner out on the pool deck, on deck 15. You're going to have nachos, tacos, burritos, guacamole, little salads, a whole bunch of fun things there. And then last but not least, you have room service. Room service is technically included in your cruise fare. There is a service charge for ordering room service. It is $7.95 per order. So if you are with a big group of people, you could order a bunch of food and just pay that one service charge, or you can even order pizza from Sorrento's there. Next up, let's talk about specialty dining on board of Icon of the Seas. You have a ton of options here as well. You have the Empire Supper Club. This is a very kind of fancy, I would say, speakeasy-ish vibe. It's a New York kind of supper club theme. It holds 42 guests. It is $200 per person, but little tip for you, if you are going on Icon in the next few months, what we noticed on board is that when you get on the day of your cruise, there are some deals for Empire Supper Club. It seemed to be much cheaper on board, but again, your mileage may vary there. If it sells out ahead of time, you're not going to have that option. But if you do come on board and you're thinking about it, go talk to them. Maybe you can work out a little deal to go to the Empire Supper Club. It is similar to what Chef's Table was, and they do still have Chef's Table. This includes music, ambiance, cocktails. It looks like a really, really nice experience. You have Celebration Table, which is up to 12 people. It is a VIP dinner service. If you are celebrating something special like a birthday, you can get pricing on the Celebration Table with a travel agent or by calling Royal Caribbean. You have Chops Grill, which is your steakhouse on board. Hook Seafood. You have Izumi Hibachi and Sushi. So you have sushi and hibachi. You also have Izumi in the park, where you can just walk up and order rolls from a takeout window, which is very nice. Giovanni's Italian Kitchen and Wine Bar. Pier 7, which is kind of like California laid back food, which is in the Surfside area. And then you have Playmakers, which is your sports bar, which offers snacks and typical bar foods there. And of course, Starbucks. Next up, we're going to talk to you about entertainment. And then after that, we're going to tell you about the pools on board. And then we will wrap this up. So let's talk a little bit about the entertainment on board. You have a ton of entertainment options, and they do not cost you an extra penny. So let's get into those. First off, there is an ice skating rink, and it is an amazing, beautiful ice skating rink. You have a show in there called Starburst. It's all about the elements, and that arena is called Absolute Zero. They do the ice show several nights. There's also a family ice show as well that you can check out. That is a ton of fun. Go check out all of those. They will be including your cruise fare. No extra fee for any of the entertainment here. The Wizard of Oz musical, which is a Broadway style musical in the Royal Theater. Again, they show that multiple days and nights on your cruise. And there is a live orchestra band, which is incredible. Next up, if you've ever been on one of the Oasis class ships, you will know all about the Aqua Theater. Well, they've taken that to a new level here on board the Icon. It is an aqua dome. It is inside on deck 15. They do a show called Aqua Action. You have skateboarders, you have contortionists, you have aerialists, and of course your divers, synchronized swimmers, dancers. All of the Aqua Theater shows, to me, are one of the highlights of any Royal Caribbean cruise, and I think you will love those. Next up, there are a few more shows. One is called Show Band, which is the live orchestra does a show in the theater. We went to that last night, and it was excellent. And then you have the Effectors origin story. If you've been on maybe Wonder or a few of the other ships, there are Effectors shows on some of the other ships. This is the origin story of that. It takes place in the main theater, and it is their third version of an Effectors musical that they show on board of the ships. And then let's just talk about the entertainment around the ship. You have dueling pianos on deck 6. You have the Jazz and Blues Club out on Central Park. You have Spotlight Karaoke. You have Music Hall, where they have live bands every night doing rock and pop music. You have a comedy club called The Attic. You have Boleros, where they have Latin music every night. You have, of course, the Royal Caribbean favorite, Schooner Bar, which is a sing-along piano bar. Every night there is music in there as well. And the Point and Feather has a live acoustic guitarist every evening. And then the Promenade has a DJ or a band going. There are theme parties almost every night. There's something going on at any point of the day for your cruise that you could check out, see some amazing entertainment. And then last but not least, if you've been on an Oasis class ship, you know the pool decks are massive. That is no different here on Icon. There are so many pools. You have the Cloud Pool, which is an adults only pool. You have Swim and Tonic, which is a swim up bar. You have the Royal Bay Pool, which is one of the largest pools on the cruise ship. You have little baby pool and splash pad area with a family pool in the Surfside area. You have the Hideaway Pool, which is an adults only whole area back in the top of the back of the ship, which is incredible. It's an infinity pool. You have a bar up there, the Hideaway Bar, and the actual Hideaway, where it is an adults only sun deck. So the pool areas are spectacular. You of course have the Flow Rider, the rock climbing wall. You have the Crown's Edge, where you do a little zip line off the side of the ship. The sports court up there. Just so many things to do here on board Icon of the Seas. If you have any questions at all about Icon, or you would like some more information, please feel free to email me at jp@bytesizecruises.com or comment below. We would love to help you plan your next Icon vacation. Thanks so much. Hope you have a great day and happy cruising.